Ah yes, we're back in the world of Civ 6, this time cranking up the craziness a bit, Yokosu minasan, it's Koru here, Shogun of Shinshoku, and today I am going to be making China into one giant slum. That's right, we're going to be settling cities so close together and getting a bunch of downtown districts, which I have a mod for. Basically, the downtown districts are like expanding the city center in a sense, you get the same buildings. So we're going to have to pack cities pretty close together, because apparently they only work on the first ring adjacent to the city center. But luckily I have a mod that allows me to just remove the minimal city distance. So yeah, we could build two cities right next to each other if we really want to. But anyways, let's remove these floodplains and sell our capital, huh? There we go, there's the Forbidden City. Please enjoy this wonder, as it's probably some of the few variety you're going to be experiencing in the landscape. Sorry, forgot to record, but now we're in the modern era, we got the Beijing prepared. But yeah, we're going to have to sell these cities pretty close to one another. So let's get a settler out, get our next city. I guess Mongolia's here? Kublai, Mongolia, because they have Shandu right next to us. That might complicate things, or who knows, we might just raise it down to the ground. Yeah, just to give you an idea of what we're going to be doing for this video, yeah, this is a big metropolis going from Chengde to Pingarang, and yeah, it's so crowded that there's even people living outside the border. I really don't know how this works, but okay. Excuse me, why are these buildings so close to the runway? Like, this skyscraper is literally in the way of the runway. There we go, Eastern China covered. We got a line, kind of like a snake, really, considering how long and thin we are. I guess we're like the Chile of this timeline. But yeah, we got a line from Pingrang through Beijing, all the way to Shanghai, Jianggang, and Aumen. But anyways, now that we got the coast covered, it's time to expand west so we can be fat and happy. So apparently I decided to settle Nanjing right over here because that's about where Nanjing was. But then I saw this city in between and it automatically also named itself to Nanjing for some reason. There we go, now the second Nanjing has just been replaced by Jinhua. Also, a weirder and funnier note, apparently I put in Jinhua to Google Translate just so I could get like all the accent marks and everything, and Google's just like, would you like to translate that from Haitian Creole? No, I would not, because this is not even Haitian Creole, it's Chinese. I love how that it's so crowded that we literally have people just living outside the border. Like, this guy's all the way out here. I guess he just wanted a nice spot next to the river while he got to look at Halong Bay, but he's still living pretty far outside the border. Look at that shit. Like, most people are at least somewhat close to the border, like these people, but this guy, nope, just decided, fuck it, I'm gonna live by the river, like a full tile away from the border. And you know what? Why not build the Vietnamese Notre Dame? I know this is supposed to be in Saigon, not Hanoi, but still, I'm gonna need to conquer the Vietnamese because I have a feeling we're gonna need a lot of electricity for these places, especially those farther inland, maybe even some food. So yeah, why not just grow some rice and maybe harvest some electricity near these mountains. There we go, we've sold Heinei, and I did only say I was going to turn China into a slum, so I mostly just put some plantations, some farmland, and some wind farms down here just so we can provide some food for the people. Just gonna enslave the Indo-Chinese into doing that. I just noticed that there's even some buildings that are merging into each other. Like, these houses are just merging into the skyscraper. What the fuck? Oh yeah, I forgot about ideology. Let's see, what ideology builds a shit ton of, like, ghost housing that just barely has anyone in it, but despite that, they still keep on building them anyways. Oh yeah, communism. Yeah, communist China does that in the modern day. Okay, yeah, I think these are some pretty good policies. Yeah, I totally think these policies reflect China in real life, because this is pretty much what communist China does. I mean, I really just went by the names, not really the abilities. Just want to have a bit of fun with it, you know? Well, this city I found to be somewhat geographically accurate here, is quite a tongue twister. And since we're in Xi'an, we might as well build the Terracotta Army in honor of Qin Shi Huang, huh? There we go, that looks quite nice. Also, I'm just gonna put a bunch of solar panels out in the desert since I don't think anyone's really gonna want to live here. Oh yeah, and I also have some iron and uranium mines just because why not? Now, Taipei, you have a very important job, and that's to basically allow me to expand my offshore wind farms to get me plenty more power for my nation, okay? Also, yeah, you have a resort to get me tourism too. You dare denounce me, Kublai? Well, guess what? I'm surrounding your capital with my territory. Yeah, they're gonna fall to me in 2 turns. Look at all that loyalty pressure. Holy shit. Hey, there's another tongue twister for you. Zhangxiako. I gave you some horses, but I don't think that's gonna matter considering, yeah, now I completely surround you. That's what you get for denouncing me, yeah? Okay, I got good news and bad news. The good news is we finally got the former Mongolian capital. The bad news is, yeah, one of our rivers flooded, so I think, yeah, Tianjin and Jinan are going to be the most affected. And yeah, that of course means we're going to have to expand the urban area because a lot of people are going to be displaced. So just settling Lhasa and Wulumuzi because they've always been rightful parts of China. Yeah, no ethnic tension at all. Chinese government, please spare me. Also, yeah, now we have Yongmingzheng, which was the Chinese name for Vladivostok before they had to secede it to the Russians. And here's the final result. Yeah, I think it's safe to say we did a good job in urbanizing China to an extreme scale. I mean, it was kind of harder out west considering the lack of relevant cities, so I just kind of filled it with a lot of farmlands, solar panels, and all that to provide for the people out east in our core territory. But yeah, anyways, that's pretty much it. Let me know down below if you have any more suggestions for crazy challenges to take on Civ 6. And other than that, I'll see you in the next video. Matani!